Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. Today we are going to take a closer look at a truck which has been in trend for quite long and everyone wants them, the Ford Lightning and the Ford Raptor. Now we are going to compare them, contrast them a little bit, and ultimately answer which one might be better suited for you and why. Both trucks, which we are going to talk about today, are stickers at right around $80,000 MSRP, not including dealer markup. I would say that Lightning is a little harder to get because it is a bit newer after all, and it's going to be a bit more limited by production numbers. Let's start the video by comparing their exterior, starting with the Raptor. This thing is 2.5 inches higher than the Lightning. It's another 6.5 inches wider, and it's almost 5 inches taller off the ground. That's because this is the Raptor 37 Performance Package. It's got 37-inch tall tires as compared to the standard puny 35s that we've tested before. Now, along with that, you get retuned shocks. You get all the same goodies. Otherwise, all the skid plates, the big 4D grille, these clearance lights, the domed hood, it's absolutely insane. And the wheels are a little different too. It's a very expensive package, but nothing else is this tall. The Raptor 37 comes with special bead lock wheels that are not like the other bead lock wheels, just a slightly different design. But those locks help keep the tire secured to the rim in the most extreme situations. Now coming to the full Lightning. This is a street truck. It's only 8.4 inches off the ground. It rides on special aerodynamic 22-inch wheels. These are street tires. You're not going to be doing anything crazy with this truck. These got all the trimmings, but any Lightning you're going to see this redesigned front bumper and grille. You get this really cool light bar, that's the full giveaway. You also get a full LED light bar on the whole tailgate, in the back, on the upper trims. Other than that, well, yeah, there's a few slightly different things, like these side ports that you'll see. Only one of them is a real charge port, but other than that, it's an F-150, just like any other F-150. But we have also been told by some people that the front grille looks a little cheap, a little plasticky on the Lightning. Now, regardless, these trucks could not possibly look any different. We all know styling is subjective. So what do you guys prefer? Now let's talk about engine, which is powering these both beasts. With the Raptor, you get a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6,450 torque, 10 gears. And underneath all the running gear, low-range transfer case. You got a limited slip front diff, a locking rear diff, all these driving modes. And each of those tires, more than a foot of travel in the suspension. It's just absolutely crazy. When you go over to the Lightning, well, what you can't see here is 580 torque. And this one's powered by golf clubs. Really, there's a massive battery pack underneath this truck. More than 130 kilowatt hours. There's 2 electric motors and no gears. And there's absolutely no chance that the Raptor can keep up. Now let's move on to drive mode. There are quite a lot of drive differences in these trucks. It depends on what you prefer with. Let's start with the Lightning. It goes 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Everything about this name is real. It is not a marketing gimmick. Lightning is truly that. This is 0 to 60 in 4 seconds in a vehicle that weighs almost 3.5 tons, which is well over 2 Toyota Priuses. And it will still chirp the tires. There's really very few other vehicles just like this. The amazing thing is that you can drive like a sports car in a Ford F-150. No one other than people that know Ford F-150s, they'll have no clue what this is. The drive of it is so smooth, not just how it accelerates, but how it rides. This is the first ever F-150 with an independent rear suspension. Now that Raptor. It has a live axle, there are 5 links and coil springs, but it's not a true independent setup. Now, unfortunately, you can't really go on too many long trips because, well, you only have about 300 miles of battery with this Platinum, up to 320 on other models with the extended range. Now coming over to the Raptor, it has internal combustion. It's so high up, but still feels like a sports car. Got metal paddle shifters here. Got rev, matching downshifts, and a pickup truck and 10 gears. It just works so well. It really does. There's 4 different modes for the exhaust, all accessible from a button on the steering wheel. Because when you want to go loud, this thing goes really loud. So loud that they say you're not supposed to use it on the street. We know some people still aren't in love with the V6 sound, even with the change of exhaust. But the nice thing is with this one, you actually have some buttons to make it loud, make it quiet, whatever you want to do. For instance, just throw it in Bio mode once you get over the fact that Ford straight piped the Raptor in Bio mode, so that make it sounds really good versus any other normal pickup truck. This thing still does 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds. So it's quick, but it's not lightning quick. Everything about the steering, it's a little bit more ponderous. This vehicle is almost 7 inches wider. This has a 36-gallon fuel tank. And guess what? Refueling it takes a few minutes versus, if you're lucky, on fast charger, maybe an hour. So the Raptor has true off-road modes because it has true 4-wheel drive. The Lightning does not. You're not going to take the Lightning in anything more than a very light trail. It's so much lower to the ground. It's got street tires. It's a vehicle that does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Now let's move on to interior. The interior of both of the trucks are great. Both trucks feel like luxury cars. The Raptor has blue leather and suede Recaro seats that hug you in every direction. There's carbon fiber trim, power everything, power outlets, an 18-speaker stereo with speakers in the headrest and big 12-inch digital screens. There's a power folding gear selector and a fold-out table with gorgeous animations and graphics on these screens. The Lightning, on the other hand, has all that without the race seats or the carbon trim. You get 5 massage programs and a central screen that's 15 inches across. It controls almost everything. Check out the panoramic moonroof. The Raptor has some unique touches inside, like these switches up here. They're auxiliary switches so you can add winches or lights without ripping all the wiring apart. In the F-150, the Lightning has all the features the Raptor does, but it makes up to 9.6 onboard power. It's got 21 power outlets all over the truck. In the front trunk. In the console, the rear seat, and a bed. In addition to all this onboard wattage that you can plug in anything, you can actually power your house as per the Ford saying. So now we come to the end of the video. Honestly, for the max performance and the most amazing technology in the pickup truck segment, this is it. Now the Raptor is so much easier to find comparatively, but I don't think it's the choice right now. Especially not the way gas prices are going, and Lightning is a greater truck as well. It's up to what you prefer, gas or EV. Thanks for watching. Meet you guys in the next video.